Thinking that it happened overnight, but it didn't. In it for the long haul flight, I'm committed. Wanted me to fail out of spite, but I didn't. All bark, but they don't bite, cause they timid. Look, wait.
From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium.
Harrison Butler at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Only one team will keep the winning waves going to start the season as we're off in week 2. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
Tight end going in motion here. Another carry for him. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that's a Vegas first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Motioning the tight end left. Back now, pressure on its way. That throw behind his intended target. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So 2nd down coming up.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Let's go. Hey,
2nd and 10 now. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down at the 30. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for Raiders first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here's a give up the middle. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Back-to-back carries here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
Third and long for him here. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Leo Chanel makes the play. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Mahomes starting off with a throw. Connects with Johnson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Yellow.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. Yeah, it's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
15.
Here's 2nd and 7. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
You know, Kate, that's one of those instances where you try to walk that tightrope on the sidelines. Problem is, on a throw that far down the field, that is so hard to do, so difficult. I love the effort, just couldn't quite find the execution.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They motion the tight end over. Complete beyond the marker. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. He's taking a shot towards the end zone. Big gain downfield. And that's a Kansas City touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. No one around, he's got space. Into the red zone. He does it, touchdown. The Raiders reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders tie this game 7-7. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
43. Hide on these two. Hide on these two. Come back. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. My side.
Blitz coming, Mahomes. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Yellow. 50, yellow, 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 yellow. My side.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long.
All right. Hey, color. Hey, 15, 15, 15. My side.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Has a man, it's Brown. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical third down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
Begins his return at the 16. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Officially a 69-yard punt. What a kick. And it'll be Raider football. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Time now for the second quarter. Raiders in possession. They're looking at third and very long. He's dropping back to throw. He's on the move. And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up fourth down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? But it chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. He's got it at the 24. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's a tough one because you could see the beginnings of what looked like an explosive play. Let's just give some credit here, Kate, to the defense. A great job to bottle them up before it came to fruition.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Yellow.
Throwing is Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time in secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Yellow. Attack, attack. Strike.
Again, Mahomes to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And this punt works out. It's going to cross the 20, be touchdown at the 16-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Throwing now from the gun. Cut out left. He's got room to roam here. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
throwing with a blitz on the way. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking Amari Cooper's way there. And now they face second down.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
They send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw again on second down. He throws a bullet deep to the right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trent McDuffie in to pick it off. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Yellow. Attack, attack.
Motioning the tight end now. Mahomes on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So it's second down coming up. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Line. Right side.
A second down throw for Mahomes. Oh, he put some heat on this deep. They connect on the deep shot. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
Yellow.
They send a man in motion.
Right side.
1st down throw, Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
He finds Johnson. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Right side.
1st and 10, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs parlay the interception into points. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs break that tie and now lead by 7. Butker on now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's trying to go deep again. And he makes the... Wait, no, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
They'll run now on second down. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Putting the tight end in motion. They'll throw on 3rd and long. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And they're able to touch him down, so that's going to bring up 4th down. They'll run for this. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's a dream come true right there as a play caller, Kate. You lead the offense out there in 4th and inches. You try to pound it forward just to move those chains. And you get the best of both worlds. You move the chains for a lot more.
Play action on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Vegas 1st down. Oh no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Christian Fulton. The 30. Takes this one back for the pick 6. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Getting right back to it after that interception. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And he'll get it up to the 44. Raiders moving quickly, trying to get set as the clock continues to run. To throw it on 1st down. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders make it a one-score game before halftime. That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yellow. Right side.
Looking to throw Mahomes. He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front needed to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Running back sent in motion left.
Right side.
2nd and 1. Completed to his running back. Gets it to the 15. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Right. 15. Yellow. Hey, yellow. Hey, go gun. Right side.
This one's caught. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Yellow. Right side.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
Well, you call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Right side.
Handoff now, running right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 6. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Yellow.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When nothing opens up, that becomes a pretty clear throwaway spot. I mean, that is textbook throwaway spot right there, Kate. Get outside the box, chuck it into the third row, and avoid exactly what happened right there. Because now third down is so much harder.
The Raiders go a nickel on this third down. They kick the running back in motion. Third and long for him here. He sends this one to the end zone. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Kansas City sends out its punt team. Matt Araiza, the one to send it away. Getting about 50 yards of boots so far, and here's another quality effort. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Blown back gets the handoff. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Back to the well again. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Stopped on the play by big Chris Jones. Back-to-back runs yielding just 2 yards, and now it's 3rd and 8.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Starts the return at the 34. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. New series coming up following the punt. And it'll be their football. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Gets this to Johnson. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. Yellow.
Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Chased out to his right. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now looking to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Let's go.
Throwing now from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Raiders 1st. Back to throw now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Extra point attempt coming up. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds a seam down the middle. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Man in motion here. First down throw, Mahomes. Metcalf's got it, complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play, and keep driving that defense backwards.
They're now set for 1st and 10.
Easy. Yellow. Hey, 57.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes out to the left. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Chiefs double their lead to 14. Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Raiders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. This is going to go as a pickup of 4. 2nd and goal coming up.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
They'll try him left side. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Raiders now within 1 score in the 4th. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. The kick is good, and expect that to stand now. This flag appears to be the player who jumped early looking to block that kick. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him. Penalty doesn't change their minds. They're going to kick the point after. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
Yellow. Yellow. Right side.
Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. Down the run right, throwing deep down the side. This one misses the tight end. And it's going to be second down.
You know, sometimes when you get outside that pocket and your body weight gets going laterally, that ball will sail on you. I mean, that's a tough connection to make even under the best of circumstances.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
42, yellow. Hey, Ripley.
They've got a man in motion. On 2nd and 10 now, Mahomes. Forced out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Third down, it's Mahomes. He puts some power on a deep one left. And they really went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth.
Hey, Ripley. Yellow. Side.
Mahomes to throw for it. He's got it to his running back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Oh, I love fourth downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Right. Yellow. Right side.
Again, Mahomes to throw. He throws a bullet down the right side. Brought in inside the 20. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a DK Metcalf touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. He's got the squibber. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. They connect on the deep shot. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well. Set it down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Here we go, set. Buffalo 18.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
After the sack, another pass on second down. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders now within one score in the fourth. They'll set up here for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow, yellow. 15, yellow, 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 yellow. Hey, 43, 43, 15. Right side.
Here's Mahomes. Rolling left, buying some time. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Fire down these two, fire down these two. Right side.
Looking to throw Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
He's going to push one deep down. He's got it inside the 25. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10.
Yellow. Right side.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have second and 2 next.
Well, this offense is trying to keep the defense off balance down here in the red zone, mixing in receiver runs with everything else they love to do. And the best part is, it's working. He gets them several yards on that play.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Yellow. Right side.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
Yellow. Right side.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. Looks like they're going to happily turn this one down and let the play stand. They need just the right call here on fourth down. He'll look to throw it. And that is the catch that should end this game and seal this win. Touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper to go up 2 scores.
The Chiefs offense staying on the field. They're going to try for 2.
Set up for the 2-point conversion.
Backfield is empty as they motion him outright. And he's got a man. Complete. And he's in for the score. That's 2 points, and their lead grows to 15. Butker on now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing off the play fake here. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And they can't connect on a deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got second down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense. And a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit. Get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Second and 10 now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
They send the tight end in motion left. Here he is to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4. Putting a receiver in motion. Desperation time here on 4th. On the move, headed right. He's running for it. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Oh, flag is down here. This might be a free play. And they take him to the ground, but he's going to have some good news as he's helped up here. We've got a flag down, and this one likely isn't going to count. Back to to the line they go. It's second down. Looking for a throw here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he didn't get enough into that throw. That's low and incomplete, so they could be facing 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know you've got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Well, looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. Well, whether they intended to run the play or not, it doesn't matter. They drew the flag, and they've got themselves a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, so many times you get to these 4th and shorts, and you know that defense is antsy. You're reminding yourself as a quarterback in that huddle, hold your water, guys. Hold your water, because this defense could get jumping, and they just did.
And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Still sticking with the passing game. Getting out to his left. Trying to push it deep downfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up 2nd down.
And that is teaching tape right there, Kate, for why you never, ever give up on a play. Looked like a certain touchdown grab until he comes in and knocks the ball free right at the last moment.
Throwing once again on 2nd and 10. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Flush down out to his left. And that one's picked off in the end zone, but no, incomplete, folks. He wasn't able to stay in bounds.
Well, he had the space from the defender and the concentration to make a great catch. What he didn't have was enough end zone real estate. That's just a very, very exciting incompletion.
Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react. And then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
He's on the move. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. You
know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Jacorian Bennett has it. And the Raiders are going to have it after his second interception of the season. The moment you see them look to pass from this close to their own goal line, Brock, it is that defense's goal to hurry him and force a mistake just like that.
Yeah, those guys, they're so sneaky on the back end, Kate. They know the clock is being sped up. They know that the quarterback can feel those footsteps and thinking about a safety, and those defenders just wait for that rush throw, and then they step in, they deliver, and they take the ball away.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted. Darius Slay has it. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
Yellow, yellow. Attack, attack. Yellow. 15. Far side.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's throwing deep to the left side. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. They decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown to knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So score this a win for the Chiefs.